I don't think Abraham knew what he was doing. I don't think Martha and Mary knew what they were doing. Abraham had no idea that he was conversing with the triune God right there. After he spent some time with him, he will eventually figure it out. But right here in this moment, he doesn't know that. All he's doing is sitting in his tent. It's the heat of the day. He's in the shade, resting from whatever his morning activities were, and he sees these three men approaching. And immediately he jumps up and invites them in. He offers them hospitality. Come in, get out of the sun, come sit in the shade. Let me prepare a meal for you. Let me give you some nourishment, some rest. And then once you've been strengthened and rested a while, you can continue on your journey wherever it is you're going. And I'm amazed at Abraham's quickness to offer that kind of hospitality. Because I think the first thing that would have crossed my mind would be, look at those idiots out in the heat of the day. Who would have set off on a journey at this time of the day? What were they thinking? What poor decisions they just made? But that's not what Abraham is thinking. Abraham immediately sees that they are in the heat, that they are weary, and that they need to rest. And so he offers that to them without asking where they're coming from or where they're going or what brought them there. He just responds to the need. Charity. That's ultimately what hospitality is. Hospitality is ultimately pouring out charity for a moment. Like right now, this is what I can do to alleviate some burden or some suffering or some inconvenience. That I can do one little thing right now to meet your needs. And I don't have to know your whole story. And I don't have to know where you come from or where you're going. I can just do this thing right now because I see that you're in need. And likewise, Martha and Mary. I don't think they know yet that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God. That confession of faith doesn't come until after Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. That's when they announce to the Lord, I have come to believe, truly, you are the Messiah. Right now, I don't know what they think about him. He's certainly a friend. Maybe he's a teacher to them. Maybe he's even a prophet to them. They'll come to know that he is God, but I don't think they see God yet. They see this wandering preacher and teacher and his band of apostles that he keeps bringing over to their house. Because Martha and Mary and Lazarus lived just outside of Jerusalem. And so whenever Jesus went to Jerusalem with his apostles, he never stayed in the city, it seems. He always went out and stayed in Bethany. He stayed with this family and spent some time with them. So they got to know each other over the years. But as they entertain the Lord here and provide hospitality for them, we see each of them doing it in her own way. Mary stays out in the front room, and she spends time with Jesus and is listening to him and offering him company while he's there. Martha, on the other hand, is probably back in the kitchen, and she's getting the food ready, and she's getting the beverage ready, and the basin to wash themselves ready. So she's doing all of that stuff to offer hospitality. Each of them are offering hospitality in a necessary way. Imagine if they were both in the kitchen. Jesus would be sitting out in front twiddling his thumbs. He would probably be wondering, oh my gosh, did we crash in on these people this afternoon? Did we ruin what was going on? Should we stay? Should we leave? And likewise, if both of them were out in the front listening to him and spending time with him, nobody would be bringing out the beverages, nobody would be bringing out the food or the basins to wash themselves. And so after a time, Jesus might also think, well, maybe we should leave. I guess we've outstayed our welcome. Each of them provides a necessary bit of hospitality. Martha gets a little judgy, though, and we see that here where she sees Mary, in her mind, doing nothing. That Mary's just doing nothing. I'm trying to provide hospitality, and she's just sitting there doing nothing. She doesn't see that what Mary is doing is offering a necessary thing. She has chosen something good, and that can't be taken away from her. but that she has chosen to do something good. That doesn't mean Martha has chosen to do something bad. Martha has chosen something different. Both of those actions are acts of hospitality, meeting the need of the one that is in their midst. And I think that's what strikes me about Abraham's offering of charity, that it is so without judgment. It's so without question. He doesn't really care why these people are out here acting like idiots in the heat of the day. You don't go making a big journey in the heat of the day in the desert without provisions and water bags and all of those things. In many ways, those three are idiots. God is choosing to reveal himself to Abraham as an idiot. And Abraham doesn't judge him. Abraham sees this and says, come on in. And in that act of love, God blesses that with his presence. In bringing this one into his midst, he brings in God himself. And God, for Abraham's act of charity, promises the fruit of charity, which is life. Life is always the fruit of true and deep love. When charity and love overflow, life overflows. And so, truly, God promises Abraham and Sarah the gift of life. That your love will not be stagnant, but will overflow. Your love is going to bear fruit, not only in this moment, but for generations to come. And the first of the next generation is to be born to you within a year. A promise that God gives to them for their great act of charity, that non-judgmental love. And so as we examine our own part of this story, we see ourselves, as St. Paul says, to be carrying Christ within us. And as we carry Christ within us, we form the body of the church. And the church is really called to be charitable, to be loving. Because this is the body of Christ. This is God's presence in the world. And that love that Jesus poured out, we must all pour out. In model of Abraham, in the model of Mary and Martha, that our love is pure and undefiled, that it's non-judgmental. And that can be hard. That can be really hard, because how many times have we jumped, how many times have I jumped to that conclusion that, well, if that person would have only made better decisions, if that person would have only made better choices in his or her life, if he or she wouldn't have done that thing, then they wouldn't be in this trouble, or they wouldn't be in this problem. And it's easy to kind of judge that past. But there's nothing we can do about the past. We can't change the past. All I can do is meet the person right here, right now, where he or she is. It's where I hope to be met, right here, right now. And so we try to meet the needs of those we encounter right here and right now. What can I do right now? How can I love right now? What is the little bit that I can offer? Because I can't fix the past all the time. And I can't even fix the future all the time either. But I can offer some bit of respite on a difficult journey. And that's what we're called to do sometimes. I don't have to fix anything. I just have to offer the respite on the journey. Anybody who has worked with the poor knows that this can be difficult. If you've served at the soup kitchen, if you've done home visits for St. Vincent de Paul, if you've reached out to those in need because they are looking for help and assistance, it can be easy to judge. Look at the poor decisions you made. Look at the addictions that you have. Look at this, that, or the other thing. Do I really want to help? Do I really want to pour out any more charity in this broken situation? But we're not called to judge. We're called to love. That doesn't mean we don't discern. We always discern what is best to be done. But we should err upon the side of generosity and mercy. Because God chooses to show himself often to us as an idiot. He chose himself to be revealed and making poor decisions here before Abraham. He chose to enter into the world in such a silly way, in a stable, in the middle of nowhere. He comes upon our altar as food. For goodness sakes, that seems so idiotic. And yet God does that for us so that we can open our hearts and learn to love more perfectly. I think another very difficult situation that our nation is trying to figure out and wrestle with right now is even the question of migration and immigration and what do we do and how do we get here and where do we go from here? And I don't have any solutions, and I don't want to enter into that political fray. But I think we can even see in a situation like that, there are bigger questions that we simply cannot answer. There are people who are fleeing from countries that I wouldn't want to live in, that I would flee from. And nations also have the need to protect and guard their borders. These are both valid things. Nations have to control who comes in and goes out. People have the right to migrate to better forms of life. How do we balance that? I don't know how to fix the problem. I don't know how to change the injustice and the negative situations that's happening in foreign countries. I don't know how to fix our immigration system and the borders here in the United States. That's not my problem. As the church, we can see the present, that there is some hurt, and there is some need, and there is some brokenness. What can I do right now for those who are in that middle ground? I can't fix this, and I can't fix this, but can I do something to offer love right here? So whether it's as a nation or whether it's in our own lives, what can I do in whatever situation I find myself to offer that little bit of hospitality, to offer that little bit of love, to offer a respite? I can't fix it always, but I can at least make it bearable. What can I do to help show God's great love and His mercy? God chose to reveal Himself in the form of an idiot, a fool, St. Paul will say. And when we recognize the great wisdom of that, we start to learn how to love without judgment. And if we can't, then we become fools. We become idiots who need to be shown love then. Because once we receive that kind of love, we begin to know how good God is. As Abraham, Martha, and Mary welcomed someone that they didn't know was God into their lives, we can do the same. To love those who are in our midst, and in so doing, we will find God in the least of our brothers